I never expected to meet someone like him. Not after everything I'd been through. But life has a funny way of surprising you. It all started when I got the job. After months of struggling, I also changed my looks because I'm in a different place in life now. I finally had something steady, a paycheck, a routine, a reason to wake up in the morning. I was still getting used to the office when I met Jay. He worked in a different department, but our paths crossed in the break room one day. "You're the new hire, right?" he asked, pouring himself a cup of coffee. I nodded. He smiled. "Welcome to the chaos." I laughed, and that was it. Just a simple conversation. But something about him stuck with me. At first, we were just coworkers. A smile in the hallway, small talk during lunch. But then, one day, I was having a rough morning, one of those days where the weight of life felt too heavy. Jay noticed. "You okay?" he asked, leaning on my desk. I wanted to say, "I'm fine." Instead, I sighed, "Just tired." He didn't push, he just nodded, like he understood. Then, later that day, he left a small chocolate bar on my desk with a note, "For when the day feels too long." I smiled for the first time that day, and just like that, Jay became my friend. But I had no idea he'd become so much more. I don't know when it changed. Maybe it was the way Jay always noticed when I was having a bad day, or how he'd make me laugh, even when I didn't feel like it. Or maybe it was that one evening when we stayed late at work, talking about everything and nothing. "I wasn't always this serious, you know," he said, leaning back in his chair. "Oh really?" I teased. "So you used to be fun?" He grinned. "I still am." "Prove it." The next weekend, he did. Jay invited me out, not a date, just a friendly hangout, as he called it. We went to a small, cozy restaurant, the kind where the food tastes like home. I hadn't laughed that much in ages. He told stories about his childhood, his siblings, his mom's strict rules and his dad's quiet wisdom. I told him about my family, how my mom still asked when I'd be getting married, how my dad pretended not to care but secretly did. For the first time in a long time, I felt seen. And then, one night, everything shifted. We were walking to my car after another late night at work. It was cold, and I shivered. Without thinking, Jay took off his jacket and draped it over my shoulders. "Thanks," I murmured. His eyes met mine, and something in the air changed. It was like we both realized, at the same time, that this wasn't just friendship anymore. But neither of us said anything. Not yet.